Front Range weather being real nice to us. A pleasant day here. It's a championship Saturday here with the Rocky Mountain Lacrosse Conference Tournament. Here we have two Division I teams going to battle for an MCLA National Tournament berth. It's the Brigham Young Cougars and the Wolverines of Utah Valley about to begin. Canvas Stadium is our location. Fort Collins, Colorado. We're on the campus of Colorado State University. It's the CSU men's lacrosse team hosting these two teams in this championship event. I'm Marty Cesario. How are you doing? Glad to be here. We're hyped up along with the Stream It Sports production crew. We've got Brigham Young in town. They're at the 2 seed here in this RMLC tournament. They are now 13-5 overall after beating Colorado yesterday in their RMLC semifinal, and they will take on the 1 seed, the fellow Utah squad out of Orem, Utah Valley Wolverines. On a run, they're 14-2 overall. They've yet to lose in both the regular season and conference tournament play. Right now, the Wolverines inside getting geared up, if you will, as you see all the lax equipment. And we get ready for an outstanding matchup between BYU and Utah Valley. Stand by. It's the championship coming up between the Cougars and the Wolverines.
Meet Norm. He lives with anxiety, but with the help of this latest innovation from Be Normal, he can be normal, just like everyone else. With the swipe of a finger, you can project happiness, confidence, machismo. Why settle for being real when you can be normal? The Normal Maker. New from Be Normal. This item doesn't really work because there's no such thing as normal. We're all different. What we like, how our brains work. In fact, 1 in 5 of us live with mental illness. Don't filter who you are. Start by talking to someone you trust. And remember, there is no normal.
Canvas Stadium, Fort Collins, Colorado. It's a championship Saturday. We're approaching the top of the hour. Got a scheduled 7 o'clock start for the Division I Rocky Mountain Lacrosse Conference Tournament Championship, featuring BYU and Utah Valley. There's the Cougars goalie for today, Nate Norton, the senior goaltender. So good in the victory over Colorado just yesterday in the semifinal. Nate Norton, the senior, will start in net for Brigham Young. And then on the other side of the field, the opponents, also from the state of Utah, that would be the goalie, Max Sturgill. He's an underclassman, a sophomore. He's really good, too. And that's part of why Utah Valley is 14-2 on the year and have yet to lose to anybody within their own conference. Hey, some dancing skills as well. Fancy footwork from the sophomore goaltender, Max Sturgill. And he will be guarding the cage tonight for the guys in the green and white from Orem, Utah. So we have Utah Valley and BYU about to start. Coming up, we'll have personnel announcements, reserves and starters. We'll do the national anthem, and then we'll get underway. Look at the recent resumes of each of the teams, which is why we've panned back over the Brigham Young side of the warm-up routine. Well, there you see BYU in their last 5 games of the regular season, rolling through and beating Colorado not once but twice. Remember, they beat Colorado in the semifinal, and 8 days earlier they also defeated Colorado. In between that, got the victory over Colorado State. BYU 13-5 overall on the season. Just the 1 loss this year in the RMLC, and that's to these guys. Their rivals within the conference, Utah Valley, looking at their recent 5. They beat Colorado State yesterday in the semifinal. They were down early, but eventually took over firm command. So beat CSU twice in the recent 5. Got that win over Colorado. Those were both over in Orem. And then you see the lone loss for Brigham Young in conference play this year was back on April 15th, and that was an 18-6 victory for Utah Valley over Brigham Young. So it's a rematch. The two squads from Utah as we approach the RMLC championship game. We're going to take a pause as we look at some of the faithful coming here to enjoy some college lacrosse. And again, coming up is the championship game at the Division I level between the Wolverines and the Cougars. You are watching RMLC championship action with Stream It Sports.
Jason, let's go see your room.
That's not right. How was it? Is it good?
Not an orthodox look as we approach a lacrosse championship, but not unfamiliar on campuses across the USA. That is an undies run. So is that advantageous timing on our parts that we happen to be having a lax championship and the kids at Colorado State are having an undies run, getting in their cross training? Let's check out the lacrosse details, including the starters for both of these squads. There's Brigham Young, and you can see their starters across the board, their first 10 on the field, and that includes Tyner Shields, the face-off specialist for BYU. We talked about Nate Norton, the goaltender for Brigham Young, and then when we flip over and look at the starting 10 for the Utah Valley Wolverines, you will see a lot of very talented guys who have built a very nice resume in 2023. Burbage, an outstanding attacker. Yates was a big-time player in the semifinal win. Face-off guys, Jake Lundeen, and then we mentioned Sturgill, the goalie. So there's your starting players for Utah Valley. Right now we are having personnel announcements. We will have an anthem, and then we will advance forward to the start of this Rocky Mountain Lacrosse Tournament Division I championship game at Canvas Stadium. So anthem right now, we will pause and then return for some championship lacrosse.
Number 1, Ed Yuan. Number 9, Worried about your friend but don't know how to reach out?
You could say how are you or get a fake tattoo. You could ask with an app if it works for you. You could chat with them in VR. It's so good. If you think you should check in, yeah, you should. Whatever gets you talking.
Reach out to a friend about their mental health.
Whatever gets you talking.
Learn how you can help at seizetheawkward.org.
Every year, 4.5 million young adults between the ages of 18 and 24 visit the ER.
It's every parent's nightmare.
Umergency gives you all the tools you need to quickly and effectively manage your family's emergency. Umergency provides instant access to vital resources, customized to your student's campus and local community, digital consent form, and built-in urgent alert button. Umergency gives you peace of mind when you need it most. Download your Umergency app now.
We come back to beautiful shot overlooking most of Canvas Stadium. You're looking at the turf downstairs, Sonny Lubick Field. Canvas Stadium is the facility, $220 million joint built 7 years ago, home of the Colorado State Rams football squad under head coach Jay Norvell. Here it's an outstanding opportunity for 8 men's lacrosse teams to compete for championships. You see they're pretty hyped to have this opportunity, especially in this situation. Those are the BYU guys looking for a chance to take a title. Thank you so much to Colorado State Men's Lacrosse for hosting, supporting, investing 5 figures to have this event here at this facility. It's a progressive move, and I think the players and the programs are enjoying themselves. Hopefully you are too. I'm Marty Cesario, along with Phil Mildren, Justin Salvia, leading the Stream It Sports production crew. We're about to start up this D1 battle for a title. It should be fun between Utah Valley and Brigham Young. College lacrosse, a lot of talented dudes out there. Still have a couple of minutes before we start. You see everybody ganging up there on the iconic Ram's Head at the center of Canvas Stadium. Side note, because we're lacrosse in the West, right there at that spot, exactly, 5,003 feet. I always check my elevations working in the Mountain West Conference as a sideline reporter for football. And that is one of the notes that we are proud of here in the West. I mean, I understand the East has strong lacrosse. You guys are cute. but we got stuff too that you don't. That part is customary for lacrosse all over, and I still love it. Goalies, knuckles, pounds, and then they split. And then we get the start to a great game. Opening face-off of the RMLC D1 Championship. Lundeen is going to win that first face-off. So good work by Jake, the freshman. Visual setup for you as we get this first attack set. Utah Valley wearing white jerseys for this championship. Green helmets, green shorts. And they have possession. Defending, Brigham Young. Very dark look for the Cougars. Black tops, black shorts. They've got a real dark blue helmet, and then they will be trimmed in pink for this evening. That is in support of head coach Matt Schneck's wife. That is a decision by the players, not the staff. Show something about family. Loving the loudness. And that fits because this is a title game. Well, two teams have possession and both lose the ball. I mean, really, BYU didn't even get into the attack area before Utah Valley goes and chases it down, and they'll reset. And now BYU is going to be awarded possession, and they get the windup to restart. So a herky-jerky start, none of its jitters, no way with these two squads. Just trying to get momentum and rhythm. See that shot well off as it travels through the crease. We had a great angle on that. BYU's going to keep it. Chasing it down is Jake Halverson. He had some athletic highlights yesterday in their semifinal win over Colorado. One of them, the crease dive for a goal. This shot, a low to high. I think it stayed low. Maybe the goalie Sturgill got a piece of it, but Brigham Young will keep it. Andrew Friedman trying to feed a cutter. That connection not made, but BYU's going to keep it. Nice ground ball to keep the possession alive for Ed Wan. Stu Vassal pulls back, and BYU, well, it looked like they were going to cycle it around. Instead, Wan is going to work 1v1. Wan along the GLE, and he draws a whistle. I believe it was cross-checked to the backside. You see Wan staying down on the ground, and then we cut to Halverson. So within the first couple minutes of this first quarter, we'll have our first special team situation.
Wolverine penalty, 30 seconds for a push.
You hear public address say pushing is the call. 60 seconds, man up in favor of BYU. And they score immediately, man up. And how about that, Selly? Pull. And a score for Alton Taylor. The sophomore from American Fork scores man up at the 12:34 mark in the first quarter. The Obee's replay. Much firepower. And then a fancy celly from Taylor. You almost get the sense that these two teams are aware there are cameras around. And they're not the cheap kind. That was a good show, Alton Taylor. So 1-0 lead for Brigham Young. And we'll probably use the recall several times. Both of these teams that are here in the championship, each of them trailed early by multiple goals and then eventually took command of their games to advance to this stage. First goal, Cougars, Elton Taylor, 12:34. Here comes Utah Valley in white. That's Burbage. Got to watch out for him. Top point totaler for Utah Valley. Bounce shot, effective and in. That's Branson Wood with the goal for Utah Valley. So a nice, fairly quick answer within a minute of clock time for Utah Valley after yielding a goal on the other side. Here's the look from Obees. Face dodge and then created enough space and then bounces it within the crease. And then the adjacent face-off won by Jake Lundeen, and he moves forward. And another goal for the Wolverines. All starts with that face-off win.
Goal by number 41, Jake Lundeen.
I wanted to let public address breathe and let him have his moment. Jake Lundeen, the freshman face-off specialist, gets the win and eventually gets the goal. And now Utah Valley gets to have a lead early in this contest. 11-14 is what the big clock says. So a pair of goals within 17 seconds of each other for Utah Valley. That is a nice counter for the Wolverines after giving up that Elton Taylor goal to the Cougars. Nice anticipation by the Utah Valley defense. And the quick clear. Here come the Wolverines. They take a shot, and looks like Sturgill, or pardon me, Nate Norton chipped it, the goalie for BYU. We're going to stay right here. Fankhauser with the quick restart. Four and a half minutes into the first quarter of the D1 championship for the Rocky Mountain Lacrosse Conference. And it's an entertaining start. Mason Peterson from up top, nothing there. He was doubled, so they cycle it around. Back to X position, where Burbage is hanging out. That's Blake Yates across the way. Shot clock at 15 seconds right now. Oh, look at the slide to double up, but then a flag. I'm looking downstairs to see who's going to take a knee. Utah Valley's going to go man up, and we'll get a replay of what was going on there.
30 seconds.
That's Peterson. It looked like a clean cause turnover. But that's not the case, and you see one of the Cougars now taking a knee. So for the first time in this championship game, Utah Valley now is man up. BYU scored immediately when they went man up. That was the first goal of the contest. And we'll see what the Wolverines do here in this situation. Under 9.5 left in the first quarter. Really good defense. And then physical play separates man from ball. And look at this, Utah Valley. One of the defenders for Brigham Young just flipping it backwards, went right into a Wolverine, and now you got massive scrums everywhere, contact, bodies hitting the deck, and a whistle blow. Who gets it? The Cougars. Let's watch all that happened there in that sequence. Gear carnage, bodies to the turf. Conference rivals playing for a title. Good trail check there by Utah Valley's McCoy Fritz. And so Andrew Friedman gets the point, cradles more protectively and doing a nice job, but still being harassed by the pole. There's Vassaw. Ooh, right underneath, had a man at the doorstep who had to leave it, and then he hits pipe. That ball bounces all the way out, but BYU gets it and scores. Nice opportunistic rebound goal by Gavin Taylor.
Goal by number 8, Gavin Taylor.
A pair of Taylors have scored for BYU to even things up at 2-2. And the replay from Obee's. Yeah, once he collected himself, nothing fancy with the release. Over the right shoulder, right-handed shot, and he scores. 2-2 after the Gavin Taylor goal at 8:13. So BYU across the restraining line will set up this set. All the way around and scores. That's a lot of work, but the effort is rewarded. Jake Halverson gets the lead for the Cougars. And Cougars fans who've traveled across the Continental Divide are pleased with the work of Jake Halverson. Obees likes it too, thus the replay here. Look at him come all the way around. Used his footwork and speed to eventually get ahead of the defender so he could get that shot off. Jake Halverson at 7:41 in the first quarter. And then BYU wins the faceoff and will have possession after they just scored. Delayed penalty in effect. And we don't have to wait too long to hear about that verdict because ball goes out of bounds, an unforced error there. That is going to go against Utah Valley.
Penalty on the Wolverines.
No hiding there for Ashton Matheny. So the Cougars have just regained the lead on the Halverson goal, and now they go man up. They already have a man up goal to start the game from Alton Taylor. Smart move by BYU. They saw that defender go deep into the corner and out of bounds. That gives you an extra man, and you're already man up, so they take the shot quickly. It is wide, though, so that's fortunate for the Wolverines. Brigham Young still man up for a couple more seconds. And now we're back to even strength. That's timely for the Wolverines. So they go even strength and they're pushing forward. And that shot is deflected by a defender. Good job getting back into the play. Trying to read a numeral from way up top. Levi Smith, I believe, making the nice play for his defense. And we flip back to the other way. Stopped by Sturgill, and he wasn't sure about it. His stick got a piece of it. He thought it might have gotten through and hit pipe. Good scoop by Ty Armstrong. And look at that, Brigham Young getting another goal. So the first multiple goal differential in this game as Brigham Young celebrates with Ben Toffeletti, the junior mid. And pardon me, he's a senior. Let's go ahead and look at that again, courtesy of Obee's subs.
34, Ben Toffeletti, assist, number 21.
What a great two-man game on the far side. On the run. That was a tough angle, too, along that goal line extended. Toffeletti gets the goal at 6:07 here in the first. 3 consecutive goals now for BYU. Good check from behind to create the turnover and the ground ball. BYU nearly returns the favor. So Utah Valley, the 1 seed in this RMLC Division I tournament, trailing by 2 goals. Wolverines being patient, 30 seconds remain on the shot clock. Swim move, nothing there. Peel back. Here's an opening, and boy, that's a nice save by Nate Norton. Thought that was an outstanding bouncer shot. But Norton, the senior goalie, making the stop. Real strong. A lot going on there, including whistles. Let's watch this save by Nate Norton. Really good look for Branson Wood, but Norton gets down with balance and makes the save. Earned himself a little goalie highlight clip there from Obee's. So Utah Valley has it again, still trailing by those 2 goals. Hope you're enjoying this start here in the first quarter. We're just 11 minutes in. That goes through and scores. They'll take it. Boo Rare gets the score. He gets the boo cheer. That fits because he gets the lid check on Twitter. He's floating out there as we look at the Obee's replay, and so he gets the score. How about that? And shout out to the Pawnee tribe in Washington, where Boo is from. Also, he has fans on Twitter tapping me, and I appreciate that. You can do the same if you want. DMs at me. MARTYCESARIO. You can hit the production crew, Stream It Sports, all together on both Twitter and Instagram. We've had fun with that. So that works. Boo Rare gets the lid check today, and then he scores in the first quarter. What Boo and his teammates would like to do is get one more at minimum to tie things up. Good first quarter as Branson Wood drops back, and now Utah Valley will work the attack. Trying to tie it up with under 3 to play here in the first quarter of this RMLC Division I championship. That shot is over the top of the crossbar. Nothing there, but Utah Valley gets to keep it. 23 on the shot clock. That's Zach Fankhauser. Junior Tech seems to get the restarts. Now the bench is helping out the Wolverines as far as the shot clock situation. 10 on the clock. Shot coming through. Save by Nate Norton. Talk about giving shouts and hellos to those of you who are supporting these outstanding athletes. Again, you can hit us on Twitter or Instagram if you wish. Hello to Ty Armstrong's Aunt Jen in Utah, watching along. Hey, Jen. Ty's doing all right. His team's up by 1, trying to get another. Empty possession. And now let's check out the huge hit a little bit earlier. Watch this. Horizontal bar there. And good physical work by the defense of Utah Valley. Well, Wolverines have the ball now. We are under a minute to play in the first quarter. Wolverines looking to tie things up. Off the pipe. Rebound attempt, no good by Boo. And then a loss of possession. Oh, that was a really good shot, but it hit the crossbar. You saw it, it bounced out 10 yards. Boo Rare had a chance to try a shovel shot, and it's just too wide of the cage. So clearing is BYU quickly with under 30 seconds left here in this opening frame. The Cougars have a 1-goal lead. They've scored 3 of the last 4. The most recent goal by Boo Rare in Utah Valley, though. Can the Cougars get a shot off? Yes, they do. It travels through the crease. And the official well advised to just duck and cover. Lacrosse balls hurt so much. That rifle shot sidearm is also wide of Max Sturgill. A few more ticks remaining in the first quarter. We'll see if the Cougars can get one more shot off. Oh, that's a great close by the defender for Utah Valley, Seth Wilkins. Yeah, waiting the horn. We've got 0 on the clocks, but there's still a discussion going on. I'm not sure what Max Sturgill wants. Yeah, I believe the Wolverines got what they wanted. They made the stops they needed to make to stay within 1. And that finishes up the first quarter of play. Hope you're enjoying the RMLC championship game, Division I, here in Fort Collins.
Norm. He lives with anxiety, but with the help of this latest innovation from Be Normal, he can be normal, just like everyone else. With the swipe of a finger, you can project happiness, confidence, machismo. Why settle for being real when you can be normal? The Normal Maker, new from Be Normal.
This item doesn't really work because there's no such thing as normal. We're all different. What we like, how our brains work. In fact, 1 in 5 of us live with mental illness. Don't filter who you are. Start by talking to someone you trust. And remember, there is no normal.
Trees tell each other stories?
I'm sorry. I'm afraid I don't know that.
Hey, why don't we go find out? Listen.
Do clouds take naps?
I couldn't tell you.
Dad, do stars visit their friends?
Look!
A look at 14-year head coach Matt Schneck for Brigham Young. Knows a little something about winning. Got a championship in the COVID year 21, also in 07 and 11 for a program that's got 5 overall championships. Brigham Young back into a position to try to get an MCLA national tourney berth. Last year they went to the semifinals in the MCLA tourney. Finished 17-3 overall. This year 13-5 under Coach Schneck. And now with a 1-goal lead in this championship game in 23. BYU scored first, then they were tied up. Then they were trailing. Then the Cougars scored 3 in a row to take the lead. They were up 2. The most recent score by Brew Rare and Utah Valley. And right now the Wolverines in white have possession of the ball, looking to tie it up. Just about 35 seconds into the second quarter at Canvas Stadium. Oh, that's a nice look, but great anticipation by Nate Norton making the save. Stadium lights are on at 7:33 Mountain Time. And we'll eventually transition into the darkness here in northern Colorado. How about that? Physical attack. And the shoulder creates space to get a shot off, but Utah Valley can't get it near the cage. So an empty possession there. Credit the Cougars defense, including that guy, Norton, goalie. Well, how about this shift by the middies checking in, coming in and throwing sticks. Well, let's go ahead and watch this. Right in the middle of the field. It'll come into the picture. There he is. And then the athletic somersault. It was Gabriel Fankhauser, the sophomore.
Penalty, 30 seconds for a push.
I don't really know what's happening, but it almost hints that Fankhauser was told to go in there and make a statement, and you're willing to take a 60-second man-down situation. Because it was right in the middle of the field. You were watching. So Brigham Young has the 1-goal lead. They're man up. Nice save by Sturgill, but the Wolverines can't clear. Look at Sturgill athletically snagging it out of the air. Long throw downfield, and it works. Oh, look at that move. The receive not clean, though. Needed the finish after that outstanding dodge and feed. Back the other way. Here comes BYU. Oop, man sitting there, score for the Cougars. Gavin Taylor feeling it, rightfully so, as he gets the pretty goal for BYU. Cougar fans pumped with the counterattack. Obee's replay. Here come the guys in black and blue and the splash of pink. Kevin Taylor just waiting there at GLE. 2 steps forward and bounces it through. So now Gavin Taylor is the first player in this game, either side, with multiple goals. He's got 2. And back to a 2-goal spread for Brigham Young. BYU scored 4 of the last 5. Now we've got some more penalties. That's another Wolverine who's going to take a knee. Not what Utah Valley would like. Trailing by 2, and they're stacking penalties together. And still a lot of directing going on with the officials. Okay, here's the face-off coming up. Jackson Blacken taking the face-off for Utah Valley for a different look. Jack Vassaw was challenging him, but Utah Valley awarded the possession. So here come the Wolverines. Ashton Matheny. The 1 seed in the tournament, down 2 goals. 3 minutes into the second quarter at Canvas Stadium in Fort Collins, Colorado. Enjoying the support of Obee Soup, Salads, and Subs, offering the sponsor support and the live replays. We appreciate them investing in Colorado State men's lacrosse and the 2023 Rocky Mountain Lacrosse Conference Tournament. Our friends at Obee's have the subs, the salads, the soups, and they're just 2 miles east of Canvas Stadium, right down Prospect from this location. Prospect and LeMay enjoy the Obee's and also dig on the rock and roll art. Owner Jeremy likes to get commissioned artwork to put on the wall. Tom Petty's up there, Willie Nelson, Beastie Boys. All kinds of good taste in that shop. Four minutes into the second quarter. Wolverines bench pumped up, trying to cheer on their guys. But how about the work of Nate Norton? He's been solid. Another save for Norton. And here comes BYU with their 2-goal advantage. The leave for Friedman. And he's being doubled forcefully. And then a timeout called. As we look at Andrew Friedman, the sophomore, what'd I do? Not a thing, it's a timeout. And we'll go ahead and do the same. These guys in the dark jerseys have a 2-goal lead in the 23 RMLC championship game. And that's the huddle break for Brigham Young, who have the 2-goal lead. And then we cut immediately over to Brian Barnhill downstairs. Yeah, Utah Valley has some work to do here. Two-goal differential, the 1 seed trailing. There's a tight shot of the attack, and then we'll widen out. Cougars with that lead. Well, how about that? Halverson trying to catch the goalie off guard. And then BYU gets the rebound. Looked like that jump shot had an opportunity to go in, but Taylor gets knocked down. He drew the whistle as well. And then in the delayed penalty, one of the Cougars scooped it up back there behind the cage, and I thought he was going to find a cutter and do a jump pass. Let's look at all of that. So here's the replay of that sequence. So there's Taylor. And I'm not sure why he didn't release that. It must have gotten caught in the stick head. but he absorbs contact to the helmet. And so here we go again where BYU, you know, this is the 4th time Brigham Young in this first half is going man up. So a guy in a white jersey is on the near sideline on one knee. And these BYU Cougars are going to try to score again, man up. They've got one. That was the Alton Taylor goal to start the game. There is Gavin Taylor. Ooh, that was a good-looking shot, and everybody knew it. You heard the groans, but a good reaction on the part of Max Sturgill making the save. So restart for Taylor, and Taylor's going to stay down low. Sturgill knew that was coming. BYU remains man up in this situation and still have that 2-goal lead. Ooh, that bounce shot from up top. Sturgill is dialed in, making saves. That's 3 right here in this possession as we get the isolation shot on the sophomore goalie for Utah Valley. Wolverines coming up. Good clear by Patrick Fletcher. Nice attempt. Got the one shot off, but it's stopped by Norton. Blake Yates was right there on the doorstep. You saw him traveling through, release the ball. You had the save, but then Yates was pushed from behind. So we go to even strength, and now we go to Utah Valley being man up. The officiating crew having much presence here in the first half of this championship game.
BYU, push.
We'll see if Utah Valley can capitalize as we cut to Taylor Mason on one knee. Okay, what are the Wolverines going to do here? They'll spin it around and around. Take that one shot. That was a tough angle, especially with a defender coming into the direction of the shot. But no harm. Utah Valley gets to keep it. Still man up. Trying to work away from the stick side of Norton. It goes wide. That is not a shot on goal. We are now under the 8-minute mark here in the second quarter. Mason Anderson chasing it down. And we are now back to even strength. Wolverines still have possession, though. Let's see what they can do here. Trying to force the shot through 2 defenders. The Cougars defense, they don't mind giving their body to block shots. Levi Smith there, absorbing contact. There's an opening, but it goes over the crossbar. That was a nice move on the dodge by Preston Burbage. He's been silent so far, top point totaler for the Wolverines. Even strength, halfway through. Nice save again by Nate Norton. That senior is showing up here in the title game. So were both benches. Love the crowd. And you see we're transitioning to nightness as well, to where the chrome lids are starting to reflect. So those stadium lights bouncing off of the helmets of Brigham Young as BYU sets up here in the attack area. About 6.5 left, second quarter. It's the Cougars with the lead here. Diving trail check attempt, doesn't work that time. Oh, nice dodge, and then the dunk for Brigham Young. Jake Halverson with another goal for his Cougars.
Goal number 21, Jake Halverson.
We will see the Obee's replay and the work on foot of Jake Halverson. Where's the pull? Oh, I left him. Where's the ball? It's in the net. Halverson with the second goal of the game. And now a 3-goal advantage. Timely face-off win for Utah Valley. Here they come. And a whistle stoppage. Wolverines will keep it. No penalty. Halverson's goal at 6:25 second quarter means the Cougars have scored 5 of the last 6 goals in this contest. Trying to read the lips of the crew. They resetting clock. Again, no penalty. Nope, the core stuff, the important stuff is white jerseys have ball, down 3 goals. 6 minutes remaining in this first half of play at Canvas Stadium in Fort Collins. Well, the set was looking sharp there until the missed exchange. And now the scrum for the ball. No goal. The crowd's going to react because the net moved. It was on the side of the net. It was still a nice shot. You look at the crowd across the way. Those are the Utah Valley folks. Hello to the Wolverines community. If you know those people, you should text them right now. Hey, you're on TV. Right now, Wolverines not in the mood. They're down 3, but we have a lot of time to go. About 5 left here in the second quarter. Again, Brigham Young, who has possession right now, have scored 5 of the last 6 goals in this game. Things opening up for BYU, but can't get a clean look. It goes behind the cage, so chasing it down will be Andrew Friedman. 30 seconds on the shot clock for Brigham Young. Halverson looking for somebody. Nice save by Sturgill. That was through traffic. Sturgill, nice eyes to find that ball and make the save. And you reset the clock for the Cougars. Here is Taylor. He leverages his shoulder to get down low, and while he's falling, sends it through and scores. Gavin Taylor has a hat trick in the first half of this championship game. The Obee's replay, please. Look at Taylor. Realizes he's getting doubled, leans into it, dives forward just enough, working low, stick side on Sturgill, and gets another goal. 4:11 mark in the second quarter. Gavin Taylor, again, he has 3, and it's a nice answer for Utah Valley. What you do is you win the face-off and you counter immediately. Preston Burbidge has popped the cork for himself, his first of the game. We will get the replay from the face-off. Wow, look at that. That's a laser shot, placed extremely well. Okay, so a mini scoring eruption here. Gavin Taylor for Brigham Young, and then 6 seconds later, Preston Burbidge for Utah Valley. And now we have a penalty, and Utah Valley will go man up. 7th special team situation in the first half. And that's a score for the Wolverines. Preston Burbage is hot right now, and he's got UVU within 2. Look at the fake there, raising the stick, and then that's just about the slimmest of angles you can have along the goal line extended. Burbage scores again at 3:49. Well, you need your leaders to step up in these situations, and the senior Burbage has done so. And you look at BYU's defense trying to recollect themselves after what's just been happening recently. Traveling through the crease is Blake Yates, and then a flag thrown. And so again, Utah Valley will go man up. And let's check out Yates trying to step through, and he gets sandwiched, and you see the flag throw. Under 3.5 left, and here's an opportunity for Utah Valley to get to within 1. They are man up for 60 seconds here. Burbage is parked up top, number 3 there. That shot is wide. BYU's defense trying to figure out what's just changed. Oh, nice anticipation, and a caused turnover by that Cougars D. That was Taylor Crump knocking the ball down, and eventually the ground ball scooped up by BYU. On the other side, we have a whistle blown to stop play. We are back to even strength right now, so a wasted man up situation, and that's a credit to the defense. And we're gonna have another one, so there's a flag. 2.5 left, second quarter. Delayed penalty in effect. We've been working through Friday and Saturday covering these championship and tournament games. This is by far the most penalties we've experienced. 8 total and a 9th coming up. We're in a delayed penalty situation with about 2 minutes left right now. And Utah Valley's just trying to get a change of possession so we can figure out what's going on. Credit the work of Cole Felice. And now we'll see who goes and takes a knee. It is definitely a Wolverine. And Aunt Jen, I'm sorry, but it's Ty Armstrong who's going to be on one knee. So the sophomore will sit down. So that is the 5th man up for the Cougars. Oh, that's a nice save by Sturgill. That was Halverson against Sturgill, a couple of studs. Some summer work in the park, and this time Sturgill makes the save. And look at Sturgill involved in the clear. Yeah, when you see widen out, look, he's in the attack area right now. Will he take the shot? Yes, the bouncer, but it's saved by Norton. Who's protecting the cage back there? A score. That was high risk, and it ends up being a reward for BYU. Jake Halverson with another. He's got a hattie for the Cougars.
Goal number 21, Jake Halverson. Assist number 45.
So Utah Valley took the risk. And we'll show you the replay, starting with the Sturgill goalie shot and save by Norton. And then immediately, everybody in the facility knows what's up. The goalie, well, there he is midfield. They get it over to Halverson, who realizes that goalie's trying to get back to the crease, and I'm going to send it. He does and scores. So it's back to a 3-goal lead for BYU. Third goal of the game for Preston Halverson, or pardon me, Jake Halverson. Under 50 seconds left here in the second quarter. Okay, so Utah Valley gets out of that trouble. Can they get one back? They're going to take a timeout. So Coach Brian Barnhill says, you know what we'll do? Let's come talk about it. We'll have one set to try to get a goal before we go to the halftime intermission break. Utah Valley, again, trailing by 3 to BYU in this championship game. Enjoyed the hospitality of that man right there, Brian Barnhill, 8th-year head coach for Utah Valley. He's had a lot of success with that program. And he's talking with head coach Matt Schnack. No, actually, that's one of his staff. Yeah, the red book is a signature visual for Barnhill. I do not have that story. Now, I do know about that wristband on the right side. Utah Valley, tight family. Affected in a couple of different ways by that horrible thing called cancer, including Carl Cooney, who's on the staff for 7 years, toughing through a battle with cancer right now. Hello to the Cooney family. You can't see them, but the Utah Valley shooter shirts said Cooney tough. And then they wear the wristbands. When we get a chance, we'll probably show the back of the helmets of Utah Valley. There's a G-dub on the back of the Wolverines helmets, and that's for Gina Westcott, who is the wife of another member of the staff. She's battling cancer. Meanwhile, clock ticking down. I wanted to share those personal notes as time expires here in the second half of play. When we cut to Max Sturgill, he's got work to do, he and his gang, because they're down 3 goals. The 1 seed, Utah Valley, right there, trailing going into the halftime break, but we have a long way to go as we slip into the night at Canvas Stadium in Fort Collins, Colorado. It's halftime here at Stream It Sports.
Jason, let's go see your room.
That's not right. How is it? Is it good?
just as easy to take this stuff down.
Every year, 4.5 million young adults between the ages of 18 and 24 visit the ER.
It's every parent's nightmare.
Umergency gives you all the tools you need to quickly and effectively manage your family's emergency. Umergency provides instant access to vital resources, customized to your student's campus and local community, digital consent form, and built-in urgent alert button. Umergency gives you peace of mind when you need it most. Download your
10 after 8 o'clock. It's nighttime here in Fort Collins, Colorado. We just got started here in the third quarter of play. Second half underway in this RMLC Division I championship game. Utah Valley in white, trailing by 3 goals. They are the 1 seed in the tournament. They are 14-2 overall coming into this game. They beat Brigham Young back on April 15th, but yet here they are behind. Brigham Young in the dark uniforms, leading by 3. In this case, as we've begun the third, Utah Valley has possession. They're settled into this attack. I almost broadcast jinxed them. Near turnover there. BYU scored first, fell behind 2-1, and then they blew up for 6 out of the next 7 goals. And have never trailed since. That shot deflected by the defender. Is that Smith again? Yes, it is. Levi Smith, the senior from Danville, California, has done that more than once. And there he is again, getting his pole in the mix and nearly causing a turnover. The reason why the Wolverine kicked it into the corner, shot clock was going to expire. So empty possession for Utah Valley. And now the Cougars will try to clear here. There's Smith. You hear the reaction of the Utah Valley bench. We'll see what Brigham Young will do here in their first possession of the second half. There's Dallin Clark. That is Gavin Taylor trying to make the turn. Too many white jerseys defending well. And you saw Taylor just kind of scoop it backwards and shovel it over to his teammate. Great defensive efforts both ends as we begin the third quarter play. And then Sturgill, I think he chipped it a little bit, and then it goes to the back of the end zone. 15 on the shot clock for BYU. So also both squads with possession, using the entire shot clock. Right up front there. Ooh, can't get a shot off. I believe that was a check from behind that forced the change in possession. Midfield, Edwan picking it up, but no, Utah Valley's going to keep it. Trying to reacquaint my ears and dial into the whistles. They're all over the place. Which, keep in mind, one of the notes that we have, statistically, 9 total special team situations in that first half. We'll see how the second one goes. Don't need one there. That's side of the net on the turn by Fankhauser. No goal. A little over 3 minutes in. Careful there. The white jersey didn't recognize the ball was loose. So Jaden Castler was able to get it there. And here comes Brigham Young. And we have a delayed penalty situation. The flags are on the bottom of your screen. There's one of them. So we will have a 10th man-up situation coming up. There's one shot off. That will stop play, and now we'll see who goes and takes a knee. For the 6th time in this game, Brigham Young will be man up. 2 fouls. Is that what I'm reading? Correct. Eight men on the field for the guys in white from Utah Valley. Well, that is efficiently changing the game. It's 10v8. 2 guys, 1 time. Go sit them down. Shot and a score immediately by Brigham Young. Stu Vasso with the man-up goal for the Cougars. And let's look at the replay from Obee's. No interference through the shooting lane, and then a really hard shot from Stu Vasso. So Vasso scores his first, the sophomore from Mercer Island, Washington. 10:49 mark, 3rd quarter. Vasso puts up a 9th goal for Brigham Young. That was in man up. Four-goal spread in favor of Brigham Young. Bull dodge there by Nate Huntsman. Had a pretty spin, but then there were too many BYU Cougars waiting for him, and that's, well, a big part of the story. The defense has been packing in, and then we've applauded the work of Nate Norton in goal for Brigham Young. And now we have another man going to a knee. So, as I keep track, now Utah Valley will go man up for a 5th time. That's 11 total infractions. So can the Wolverines capitalize here with their man-up unit? Oh, that looked like a strong pass. No look coming across the crease. Standing there was Mason Anderson. Maybe it was deflected. Had a lot of heat on it, and look at that. So Utah Valley turns it over and allows Brigham Young to clear and kill time. In all of this, keep away is to get us back to even strength, and now we are. In a very non-dramatic way, Brigham Young is in firm control as they take that shot. Fortunately for the Wolverines, you got Sturgill in net, and he makes the nice save. Utah Valley's so powerful, but their level of threat has been reduced here in this game. See what they can do here. Look at that long pole right in the face of Burbage. We always know when Bourrere checks in. Right up front, the shot from Blake Yates. Nothing. Restart, under 8.5 left in the 3rd quarter. That's Mason Peterson. And the Wolverines will cycle it around. 10 seconds left on the shot clock for Utah Valley. Oh, that's a nice shot across the goalie and through the crease. And look who it is. Preston Burbage, the very talented senior from Salt Lake, scores for the Wolverines. Playmakers got to make plays. And those folks very pleased with that play as we look at the Obee's replay of Preston Burbage. Talk about flexibility through the hips. He twisted his body around so he could take that angle and get it across the goalie to the stick side low. Yeah, he good. 7:58 mark, Preston Burbage scores. That's his third of the game. Utah Valley back to within 3. And there is Burbage right there, igniting the offense. Goes for the reverse shovel. Lundeen, look at him being involved with the attack, the face-off specialist. It's a tough look for the Wolverines. Nice turn, and that shot, you can see it got away from him as he was releasing with the left. And again, Lundeen will go get it. Jake Lundeen doesn't miss leg day much. He's running the offense from X. Wolverines looking pretty confident in the set. They take the shot. It goes off the defender. Never got to Norton. And the Wolverines going to keep it. There's 7 on the shot clock for Utah Valley. 5-4. And that'll be a clock violation. Saw Burbage, smart veteran, at least trying to persuade the officials, saying there might have been a tip, but not the case. So the differential remains 3. BYU in the dark jerseys with the lead in this championship game. We're in the third quarter, approaching that 6-minute mark. Just 2 goals in the third. Stu Vasso, man up, back at 10:49 for BYU, and then Preston Burbage has one at 7:58, the most recent goal here in the third. Nice defense. Checking it away was Patrick Fletcher. Did BYU get bailed by a whistle? No, that is not the case. And I like the quick little ISO shot on Fletcher for his work because he's the one who caused the turnover. Here comes the Wolverines. Zach Fankhauser, nothing there, marked very well by BYU's defense. Right up front, crease roll and a score. Blake Yates has his first, and now Utah Valley is within 2.
Goal number 6, Blake Yates.
Let's go ahead and take the replay of the work of number 6 in white. Just puts his foot in the turf, loses the defender, and finds a spot to put the ball. Good work by Blake Yates, 5:28 mark, third quarter. 2-goal game. BYU has led since the 7:41 mark in the first frame. Nice react by the Cougars defense. rebound attempt, that loose ball scoop, and then shot over the top of the crossbar. Is Yates going to get it? No, he will not. Norton will. BYU, after the long throw, the quick clear through midfield. Nice pass by Norton. And you can almost see the Cougars after the couple of Utah Valley goals recently. Cougars attack going, you know what? Let's get a little more assertive. Oh, right up front. That is gorgeous lacrosse work by Jake Halverson. And the gentleman seller. Let's get the replay of Jake Halverson. Whoop! And gone. Halverson taking in the moment. He now has 4 goals in the championship. BYU, since they've gotten the lead, whenever Utah Valley gets one, Cougars seem to have an answer for it. And not seem to have the answer. They do have the answers every single time. And the Cougars have possession of the ball right now. Bouncing around over there is Jack Carpenter. He sends it low. There's Stu Vassow. Yeah, and this topside shot can get you uneasy. You see that 1v1, and if the attacker gets away and gets some space, the slide's a little late to where you can see that gap even if you're layman. I mean, I can spot that stuff with my 0 years of coaching experience. 3 minutes left here in the third quarter. So now we're under 3 minutes. Third quarter, BYU back to a 3-goal lead. Pipe right in the corner. That was a good shot with high velocity. Will the Wolverines keep it? Yes, they will. So now we're at the 2:36 mark remaining in the third quarter. I'll help you out as we sync back up. .221. That shot trying to go low. Stick side on Norton, but it's wide. That's an outstanding shot. How about that? Zach Fankhauser takes it high, turns around quickly in one motion. A pirouette quick stick for Zach Fankhauser, and he gets the Wolverines back to within 2. We'll get a great look with the Obee's replay right here. And that's a bounce you just don't expect. Nate Norton's real good in goal, but sometimes as you are playing college lacrosse players, you know, they're pretty good too. And that was a great goal by Zach Fankhauser. 2-goal game, and then Utah Valley wins the adjacent faceoff. 1:45 on the scoreboard clock. And now we're ticking under 140. And another goal for Utah Valley. So the Wolverines have strung 3 of 4 together. And they need them. Preston Burbage now has 4 to match Jake Halverson. There's Burbage, and let's look at the replay. Not much to analyze there, just a really good senior sending one through and scoring. Preston Burbage at 1:36 in the third. We've got a 1-goal game. No, we don't. We're all tied up. Burbage is taking over here in the third. Right on cue, you guys were reading my mind. You hear the volume. The Wolverines lacrosse community, they recognize the work of Preston Burbage, scoring at 1:29 in the third quarter. A pair of Burbage goals within 7 seconds of each other. We're all tied up for the third time in the game. That changed quickly. And you see what momentum does. Physicality picks up. Kimball Metheny gets it, and then a timeout called. Let's check out the goal after the faceoff win by Jake Lundeen. To Burbage, smart move, sharp decision, and then really good execution. Burbage gets his 4th goal. And we have an injured BYU Cougar. That's why we had the whistle stoppage. He's being attended to right now. That's Grant Powley. Benches are still pumped after Utah Valley's now scored 4 of the last 5 goals to tie things up. What a change just that quickly. BYU was in command, going for the win, and taking over the lead is Utah Valley, and that is Boo Rare. His 2nd of the game. The medicine is rewarding. The replay is exciting. Boo Rare not wasting any time for Nate Norton to set himself. That's kind of looking like what Burbage has been doing. Send the ball immediately. 59-second mark, third quarter. Boo Rare gives Utah Valley its first lead in quite a while. Another goal for the Utah Valley Wolverines. This time, Blake Yates. We're going to get the replay of the goal, starting with the face-off win. Look at that, tic-tac-toe just by the goalie right there. Don't waste any time. The Wolverines in green have suddenly gone berserk. They're nutso. They're leading by 2. We take a pause here in Fort Collins. Look at the energy there for the Utah Valley Wolverines. You're watching perhaps from Orem, Utah, or somewhere connected with these people who are rooting on their Wolverines. It's a fitting moment for them because Utah Valley has contributed in supporting the presentation of the Rocky Mountain Lacrosse Conference Tournament. And hey, you know, it's America, right? Cash money. We're talking four-figure investments for all of this presentation. Game operations downstairs and even what we're doing. So for Utah Valley, they're getting a little bit of reward here. Not a little bit. It's been an exciting explosion for the Utah Valley Wolverines, who have now scored 6 of the last 7 goals in this game and suddenly have a 2-goal lead. Under 30 to play here in the third quarter. BYU trying to settle themselves after the timeout. The Wolverines trailed by as many as 4 goals in this game. Most recently with a 4-goal deficit. It was 9-5 at the 10:49 mark in the third quarter. And that's when Utah Valley went goofy. And it starts with Preston Burbage. He has a hat trick just within the run of 6 out of 7 goals. So you had that nice goal by Jake Halverson. And his stuff's so good. But then Burbage, Rare, and Yates. And there's the horn to end the third quarter of play. An eruption from Utah Valley. And the Wolverines have a 2-goal lead here at Canvas Stadium. That Utah Valley run has certainly changed the volume in the building. The Wolverines well represented. A lot of Cougars here too, which is what we were kind of hoping for and really expecting. We're neighboring states, right? It's mountain time. These guys downstairs are now getting crazy because their team has made a run of 6 out of the last 7 goals. They were down 9-7, and now they're up 12-10. Brigham Young, this works for them to start the fourth quarter, and all that they're enduring right now. They've got possession, and they get a shot off, and they score. Oh, they needed that, and that was with authority. Gavin Taylor with the goal for the Cougars. Take a look at the replay there. Halverson, nothing. Flips it over to Taylor. It's a really good shot. And really timely. See what happens. Well, face-off win for Utah Valley. Zach Bezin, a couple of times now here in the second half, making impact as a face-off specialist. So it's a 1-goal game. Save Norton. Well, if you like the lacrosse entertainment, we're doing all right today. Air Force beats Montana State in the D2 championship, 12-11. Here, guess what? 12-11. As we're just getting into the fourth quarter. And that's why you again nod respectfully to Colorado State men's lacrosse and what they've done in terms of presenting this whole thing as a package. You would see these scores and not know the whole story, but now you do in brilliant ways in an FBS facility. Still a spanking new place, Canvas Stadium, only 7 years old. And you have a broadcast production crew here to offer it to you. We're honored. And we're also kind of geeking up on lacrosse. We enjoy watching these guys, so we're glad to do the work, if we want to call it that. Head coach Ryan McDonald and CSU's lacrosse team have done good things for the lacrosse community. That shot attempt over Norton's shoulder. He gets the pound, so I think he got a piece of that. And we got another flag on the field. So each team now has had 6 times in the man-up situation. Currently, it's UVU. And let's go ahead and watch what happened here. That's a good save by Norton. Look, he goes low. And you think of the fact that the trail check really changed that shot by Nathan Huntsman. Norton still made this save. Pretty strong. We're under 13 to play. I've got 12:50 exactly right now on the scoreboard clock. And, well, that's strong defense by BYU immediately, except for they throw the ball away. Still man up, UVU, open shot. Norton checks it free, but then Fanhauser able to pick it up. Zach Fankhauser sends it through and scores. Back up to a 2-goal advantage for the Wolverines. All kinds of stuff going on there. Let's look at the replay here. Starting with the interception by Blake Yates. And then look at the poke by Norton. But he couldn't get to the ball. And then Fankhauser found it and immediately got rid of it and scored. Zach Fankhauser, 12:37 mark, fourth quarter. Back up to a 2-goal advantage for Utah Valley in white. Middies coming in from Brigham Young, including Ed Wan. Ooh, flipped pass. That was looking real good. But I believe it was poked away by one of the defenders for Utah Valley. That was going to be a highlight play. Really focusing on Wan's near assist. Credit the defense of the Wolverines. Clearing is Fletcher. How many times have I called his name in the second half? Sophomore doing good work, and then whistles award possession back to Brigham Young. 11:32 on the big board. So we're 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter of this RMLC championship game at the Division I level. Two Utah rivals getting after each other and giving us a good lack show. Cougars settling in, cradling is Friedman. And look at that work by the long pole. Can't find the ball. That was the only problem. He had to cause turnover coming. Hey, what do you know? There's a flag on the field. And you see the reaction and frustration of Seth Wilkins, the junior out of Spanish Fork, Utah. That's frustrating too, because you knock the ball free. That's, you know, your job if you're an opportunistic defender. So we just couldn't find it. And now BYU is man up. 7th time in the game, Brigham Young has been man up. Nice save by Sturgill. Careful with the ball. And that's a turnover. You hear the UVU chants on the near side bench with the guys in the white and green. Brigham Young still man up right now. And now trailing 2 goals. It just still seems weird saying it because they were in command. And look at another nice save by the sophomore Max Sturgill. Ooh, right in front of the crease there. Gnarly angle, but great opportunity with space to take his time. Couldn't get it on goal. But Utah Valley will keep it. We're back to even strength now. 10 minutes roughly remaining here in this 4th quarter of play. A sudden surge by Utah Valley, and they've got the momentum right now and a 2-goal advantage. Again, the Wolverines were trailing 9-5 at the 10:49 mark in the 3rd quarter. That was a Stu Vassell goal, man up. Since then, Utah Valley's outscored Brigham Young 7-2. And a lot of that has been Preston Burbidge. Boo-rare to X and Burbidge. Little too much degree of difficulty there against 2 defenders. Goes over the crossbar, but Blake Yates has got it, and Utah Valley's going to keep it. And that's the end of the shot clock, so that's an empty possession for Utah Valley. What a fun show for onlookers on campus. The Northside porch, the new Belgian porch, is open. You can look through the open gates. There's got to be people over there I can't see in the darkness just checking out a free show, a championship game of college men's lacrosse. And then, of course, there's the fact that Colorado State men's lacrosse as a program has budgeted so you can watch this for nothing live. $0. How about that? That shot did not get through, blocked by the defender for Brigham Young. Kelby Sosa, sophomore out of Las Vegas, taking a lump. No reset on the shot clock there. If you drill a dude, you don't reset the shot clock. It's in the rule book. That's exactly how it's phrased. I know it's old Gaelic wording. Drill a dude. It used to be one word, and then over time they separated those. No joke here on the clear. Rapidly comes Brigham Young, but then defense for Utah Valley gets right back into place. Look at the interception by Sturgill. Go Max. Oh, repels a man. Oh, you know that's going to get a goaltender puffy. intercepts it, so he gets a caused turnover. He gets the GB. He clears, and then he, deflects a human across the way. Let's go ahead and look at the replay here. Great anticipation. And it's already impressive, the goalie clearing on his own. But then he's challenged. And then Sturgill hits the button. The force shield is on. And the Cougar goes flying. Good moment for the goaltender Max Sturgill. And now you see the huddle for Utah Valley during this break. 7:11 exactly on our big board. 7 minutes, 11 seconds remaining in regulation play. 13-11 lead for those guys. Do not trust these guys because they're good. And look at the recent recall. Talked about it once. Last year, they went all the way to the semifinals. And they historically are one of the dominant programs in the MCLA, along with the host school, Colorado State. Colorado was here. That's a lot of championships in just those three programs. Now, there'll be a total of 12. 6 for Colorado State, the host school. So Utah Valley, as we begin play again, well over halfway through, and right on cue, we've applauded Max Sturgill, and then Nate Norton gets a nice save right there. Go ahead. Walk it up, Nate. Don't mind if I do. I found somebody. And here's a dangerous guy right there, Jake Halverson. Watch out. A high screen set that frees up one Cougar. There's Taylor, makes the turn and scores. Wow. That's next level stuff right there. Gavin Taylor is a freshman, but he don't act like it. The replay featuring the Frosh, Gavin Taylor. The turn through traffic, and then the great targeting with the shot. Gavin Taylor at 6:15 here in the fourth quarter, back to a 1-goal game. And then BYU gets possession here. There's Taylor. And you look at the defense trying to pressure ball. Taylor gets the shot off, but it's wide of Sturgill. BYU will keep it. All right up front. Not one, not two, but 3 fakes, and then Sturgill makes the save. And he gets pushed down. That looked like a sure goal coming from Brigham Young, but we'll see here how Sturgill just stays balanced on his feet. Look, 1, 2. And then you get the save with the stick from Sturgill. But as is the case in this game, there is no time to relax. Brigham Young still has the ball. Oh, nice ball fake from way up top. And that allows Halverson at least a little bit of room to reset the attack. Halverson turns, and it goes over the crossbar. 38-second shot clock, so plenty of time for Brigham Young. Under 5 left here in the fourth. Taylor again. Oh, he's got space and he scores. Burns the worms and the goalie, and we are tied once again. Let's check out the Obee's replay. And once he swam through and then left, the second defender was trying to slide over. That was just a really open look for a talented shooter. Gavin Taylor scores at the 4:39 mark in the fourth quarter, and we're all tied up. How about that composure for a freshman in this situation at this facility? This is a championship game in a $220 million stadium on the road. And he just scored 2 goals to tie things up for his team. So, how will Utah Valley react as we've had ebbs and flows within the second half? Well, if you're head coach Brian Barnhill, you like the patience for his Wolverines, taking their time, waiting for one to sub in. Off camera, that's Boo Rare, who may come into the picture. Advancing Branson Wood. Shot attempt, nope. Saved by Nate Norton. And here comes BYU. Halverson low. Is he going to use a pick? There it is. And he's free. And he hits the pipe. Yeah, Utah Valley's defense nonchalantly going to the ball. Sturgill recognized, hey, I got guys in dark jerseys around here, and he pressed it to the turf. Here's the Wolverines trying to clear. They advance through midfield and into the attack area. Under 3 minutes remaining in the fourth quarter. We're all knotted up here in the championship game. Right up front, Utah Valley scores. What a cut. What a pass. And what a goal by Zach Fankhauser. That is a great reaction by Wood, realizing the cut is there and he's wide open. Let's do the replay all the way from the shot off the pipe. There's Halverson, hits pipe. And then back on the other side, yep, there's Wood. Sees that cutter open, a right choice by the cut. And then a quick release by Fankhauser. 1-goal lead to Utah Valley, 2:38 mark here in the fourth. The Wolverines win the faceoff as Yates is hawking around there behind the cage. Now the Wolverines taking their time, waiting for those prime middies to come in, including Jaden Casteller. Couldn't turn the hips enough to get a shot on goal there. You were watching. It was open for a moment, but the defense was in place. Couldn't get the shot off in that situation as well. Not much harm. Utah Valley still has it. Burbage to Matheny. Shot pushed aside by Norton. We've got 21 seconds on the shot clock for Utah Valley. Oh, it's popped free by the defense of BYU. That's a timely piece of work there, causing the turnover. Ooh, almost gave it back, too, but Norton able to scoop it up. And here comes the quick clear. Under 90 seconds remaining in the fourth quarter. BYU trailing, yeah. And Matt Schnack wants to pull everybody over, including Preston Halverson. We will pause as well. BYU will design how they want to attack in this situation. It's a one-goal game here at Canvas Stadium at the championship. We need to take a breath and pause for a moment for a wild finish. And a good way to do that is, how about a gorgeous wide shot of Canvas Stadium at night? Saturday evening, 9:03 Mountain Time. Been in the 70s all day long. Got the spring thing going on along the Front Range. And we have really good lacrosse to enjoy. All right, I'm in my breakdown position. Bend the knees. One goal game, BYU's got it. They trail by a goal. Almost a turnover, but BYU's going to keep it. Nothing there. Send it back up top. Yeah, where's 8? Gavin Taylor. And where is Halverson? BYU trying to switch it up. Some different numerals sending the shots. Not now. There's Jake Halverson. Saved by Sturgill with under 30 seconds left. Utah Valley pushing forward, trying to kill the remaining seconds in this championship game. That's Nathan Huntsman. Run away, run, 1-3. Letting the moment speak for itself with some help from public address. That's certainly part of the messaging. These folks from Orem, Utah, enjoying the work of their Wolverines. Were you thinking it in my head as well? This game's going to end on a save. These two goalies, I don't care if there's 27 goals on the board. These two goalies are really good. One of them is going to make the move that wins it. Well, it's Max Sturgill, the sophomore for Utah Valley. Gets the stop with under 20 seconds left. And then Utah Valley expires the clock. Let's check it out. Timely replay from Obee's. It's Halverson versus Sturgill. A couple of studs. And Sturgill wins that battle when it matters most. The resiliency of the Utah Valley squad, who've been very good all year long. 14-2 coming into this contest. They were trailing 9-5 about 4 minutes into the third quarter. Then they scored 7 of the next 9 goals and were up by 2 at 13-11. They held off a little rush by Gavin Taylor for BYU. Fankhauser got the game-winning goal. And again, Max Sturgill, the goalie, with the finishing save. And congratulations to the guys in green and white. Applause to Brian Barnhill, the 8-year head coach for Utah Valley. This is their first ever RMLC Division I championship. Yep, the red book is in the hip pocket now. So they get the automatic berth to the MCLA National Tournament in Round Rock, Texas. They'll be part of the 16-team bracket. It's very possible that BYU is going to get an at-large berth. But they don't want to hear that stuff. Nobody wants the consolation prizes right now. You look at the exchanges between the two rivals. What an exciting finish. Yeah, I think I have to tweet responsibly. Zach Fankhauser with the championship winning goal. Max Sturgill with the championship saving stop. And congratulations to Utah Valley. Wow. And applause for head coach Ryan McDonald, the entire staff that's involved with Colorado State men's lacrosse. What they've done here has been progressive. I've been using that word. Talk about next level stuff. Pushing the needle, thinking outside the box, investing 5 figures of cash, working in all different ways to be able to get the funds to do this, to host this event here at this facility. They did a real nice job. And then right on cue, those people too are part of the investment. Utah Valley contributing a 4-figure sum to help out with the presentation of the operations, including us. So Utah Valley can also be proud of themselves because, you know, all this video, this film is, you know, scrapbook material for sure. It's timeless, keep it forever. And, well, they invested in it. So congratulations to them. What a great show. On a night when both championships are decided by 1 goal here in the Division I championship game, it's a 14-13 win for those guys, Utah Valley. And the way they did it, very exciting. Good show. So coming up will be the trophy presentation. John Robinette's downstairs from the conference, and he will award the trophies. We will share that with you. Let that sit on its own, and then we'll lock down the broadcast. So I will pull off Mike and let you enjoy this. Well, that's a fun look. You have to respect these athletes, and one of them's got to win, and tonight it's those guys. The Wolverines of Utah Valley celebrating. Congratulations to Brian Barnhill and his crew. Moving on to the MCLA National Tournament with their RMLC Division I Championship, the first in program history. Congratulations to them. Thank you so much to Phil Mildred and Justin Salvi, the rest of the crew with Stream Sports Productions. Of course, Colorado State Men's Lacrosse for hosting, investing, and presenting this tournament. Thank you so much to Utah Valley also for contributing as well, and to Obee Soup, Salads, and Subs in Fort Collins. Final score once again, 14-13. Utah Valley is the Rocky Mountain Lacrosse Tournament champions for 2023. My name's Marty Cesario, and we say good night from Fort Fun.